Welcome back to Seedmaster Online Training. We're going to cover the Ultra SR specifically and some of its features within it. So the Ultra SR is a single rank design, which is one row of openers. It folds up like an M or an M fold machine. It's set up with 15-inch row spacing. The 15-inch row spacing is required for allowing the residue management system or the trash wheels to hold the residue between the openers. Currently, the Ultra SR comes in a 60-foot wide drill width. Some of the other features that come along with the Ultra SR is the on-frame UP2 tank with an added benefit of electric drive. The Ultra SR also has a hydraulic jack, which is standard on all machines. The hydraulic jack makes it easier to hook and unhook from the implement, realizing that the front of the SR is a little bit heavier than your standard traditional drill and adds ballast weight to the back of all of the tractors it's paired with. It requires a dedicated line to function the hydraulic jack and was highlighted in the hydraulic hookups as having a white tag lines. It also has a manual lockout valve highlighted here in red to show that the jack can be locked when unhooked. So when you're disconnecting with the jack down, ensure that the lockout valve is closed. The Ultra SR also has a hydraulic axle or rear axle, which is in place to help with ground clearance and transport, but also improve field performance through rolling terrain. This is a standard feature on all SR drills. Shown here, it has a cylinder block, which is recommended and required for transport, meaning it takes the stress off of the actual axle and the cylinder and hydraulic system while in transport. It's always recommended to install the blocks during transport. This hydraulic system allows the axle to adjust and manipulate the rank height of the mainframe while in the field. It does this automatically by utilizing the SR rank height position sensor. The product placement of the knife is relative and related to the opener and its rank height. The rank height is sensed by an adjustable Hall effect sensor, which allows us to adjust the rank height to 34 inches above ground height. This is important to make sure that when setting up an SR drill that we adjust the rank height to be within 34 inches from the bottom of the rank to the ground, setting the height of the opener and the aggressiveness of the opener, and from there it will then automatically adjust the axle on the SR to maintain that 34 inches as it goes over hills and through dips as the tank is loaded and unloaded. This is an added feature to ensure that contouring is exceptional. Adding to contouring, the Ultra SR has floating openers. The floating openers are located between the hinge points of each wing section between either the main frame and main wing or main wing and outer wing. The floating opener is required and improved performance as it maintains the distance between the main wing and the outer wing as it contours over hilltops and through dips, allowing it to adjust this placement as the wings are up and down, maintaining a good residue flow and clearance between the residue wheels. The recommended tension on the floating opener is a spring measurement outlined here in the image by adjusting the bolt to tension the spring to 7 7/8. This maintains a nice positive connection to the wings and to force them to maintain a positive connection and allow them to still contour, maintaining adjustments as the machine is contouring through the field. The Ultra SR is utilizing 15-inch row space, which is then utilizing rotating discs or trash wheels on 15-inch row spacing to allow for improved residue flow. It's done by the trash wheel pinning and holding the trash in place where it is currently in the field and allowing the knife to cut through. The trash wheels have RPM sensors to help ensure the tines are actually rotating or the trash wheels are rotating. The RPM sensors will throw an alarm should the RPM drop below a low limit or not be turning, which is important to know should the trash wheels become plugged, clogged, etc. with residue. Some of the added points to the residue management is it incorporates shear points. Should a tine be plugged or wrapped with wire or fence posts, trees, whatever your farming practices show, built into it are these shear points and adjustable points to allow for shear point sensitivities. Move the bolt closer to the shaft to shear easier, move it out to shear more difficultly. These shear bolts are in place to help should something jam a single trash wheel and is a shear point protection. The Ultra SR also has a drum style wheel. From there, this steel drum wheel is located on the 5th fold or outer wing of each SR machine. It's a little different than traditional wheels. It's built into the machine for a few purposes. One is set up for improved soil management when turning, should you turn too sharp or too wide, allowing the wheel not to create ridges or buildup. Within the wheel, it also has some added features of a scraper, should you be in wet soil conditions, to restrict it from buildup, to maintain a proper rank height, as well as it also has Timberland suspension built into it to reduce the frame strain and stress within the wing and the wheel assembly itself. This reduces maintenance and improves field performance, especially within tight turning conditions. For all other information, please refer to your Seedmaster Operator's Manual. Thank you.